Warning, cheaters may contain adult themes and strong language. Parents are cautioned that this program may not be suitable for children. Coming up on this episode of Cheaters.
With a girl?
Are you ready to go confront her?
Yeah.
I guess she didn't say anything to you about having a party.
No.
What? You have talked about us. We are just practicing.
Are you drunk?
From Cheaters surveillance cameras, you are about to view actual true stories filmed live, documenting the pain of a spouse or lover caused by infidelity. This program is both dedicated to the faithful and presented to the false-hearted to encourage their renewal of temperance and virtue.
Just like you're just trying to keep a big secret from me.
I just can't go on anymore. I need to know the truth.
I don't like being the one that has to show you this.
I asked her about his, and she said nothing was going on.
Do you want to confront him?
Oh, yeah. Take me there.
Yeah, I got him. Hey, go. Go.
Get down,
Whoa.
This is like not how this is supposed to work,
Just
John.
go with him.
I love you. I'm so sorry.
Real reality television is brought to you by Cheaters Detective Agency's Private Eyes on Cheaters.
Hi, I'm Joey Greco. Welcome to this episode of Cheaters. Meet Jeremy Rogers, a loyal young man with some unanswered questions concerning his present relationship. Ready to deal with the issue, Jeremy sets aside his fears and calls on cheaters to do some detective work.
Jeremy Rogers, age 24, an entrepreneur afraid that his girlfriend may be disregarding her commitment to him.
Tammy and I have been together for about almost 3 years now. When we first got together, Tammy and I, we really had a good time. The first night I met her at a bar. We went home and we were together ever since. But there were a lot of times, in the beginning where, just little things like laying in bed, in the morning. You just sit there and you could carry on conversations about just stupid stuff. And, we grew up together. He's like my brother. But his grandmother, she's been real sick. And he's away overseas right now in the Army, and he can't be there for her. And she's got a little business down in Austin, and I go down there about once, twice a week to help her out, just help her get around and do things, make sure she gets things taken care of. So I've been spending a lot of time out of town, and he's got his cat that he left with me, Smokey. I've been watching him for him, and whenever I'm down there, Tammy is taking care of the cat for me up here. There was one time I called up at her work and asked for her. She told me that she was going to be working late, and they said she wasn't there, that she'd gotten off like at 3 o'clock. Well, I asked her about it. She said I was lying. And so, this is just, all those little things just keep kind of adding up. She's always been so straightforward about everything, and for her to hide something, I would definitely want to slap her in the face with it if it was as big as that, because there's no way that I could ever do that to her, not after everything that we've been through. And if she could do that to me, then that would be just like telling me to go to hell.
If you suspect infidelity in your relationship, Cheaters licensed investigators may be able to provide you assistance. Exercise your right to be informed. Tammy Taylor, age 26, a waitress who may be seeing someone else behind her boyfriend's back. Investigation Day 1. Cheaters investigators get right on the task at hand. Suspect Tammy Taylor leaves her place of residence and drives toward a main thoroughfare. After driving for a few miles, she turns the vehicle onto what appears to be the street of complainant Rogers. Investigators are aware that Jeremy has instructed her to feed his best friend's cat, Smokey. Suspect Taylor turns off the truck's engine and proceeds indoors. The suspect remains indoors for a short while, then exits the residence. Cheaters investigators follow her to her place of employment, then close the investigation for the day. Investigation Day 2. Once again, suspect Taylor puts her truck into gear and drives down the boulevard. Cheaters loses her temporarily and decides to go to Jeremy's residence to see if that is her scheduled destination. After waiting around for a short while, inspectors do indeed identify the suspect's truck as it advances toward the house. It appears that she's not alone as the vehicle pulls into Jeremy's driveway. An unknown woman exits on the passenger side, and the suspect and her female friend enter the house. Cheaters decides to get a better look at the two by zooming in from afar on an inconspicuous window pane located in the west quadrant of the dwelling. Investigators are intrigued by the astounding revelations. Suspect Taylor and her girlfriend are seen together in a most compromising position. It is apparent that suspect Taylor would rather deprive Smokey the cat and instead give her full attention to the unknown companion. With no more action to report, Cheaters halts the day's investigation. Investigation Day 6. Like clockwork, she pulls into the driveway. Once again, she's not alone. Her female companion is again in tow, and she's now been identified as Courtney Longshaw. The two head inside after companion Longshaw has a slight mishap on the front step of the porch. At the suggestion of Cheaters investigators, Jeremy places a hidden camera inside the house. Little do the girls know that they are being watched closely as they proceed with their puckish activities. Jeremy is once again left out of the loop, as referenced in a recorded phone conversation.
Hello?
Hey, what you doing?
Nothing, just hanging out with Court. What are you doing?
What are y'all doing?
Well, we're just playing pool, having a little fun.
Cool. Feed the cat for us?
Fixing to.
Feed that cat.
I will.
Okay, that's cool. Well, I guess you got company out, so let's go.
Alright, well, I'll call you later, okay?
Alright.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Detectives decide that enough is enough. Cheaters immediately summons Jeremy to reveal the unfortunate news. Coming up, the confrontation.
Now that Jeremy's suspicions have been corroborated, Cheaters advises him on the unsavory nature of his girlfriend's activities. Boldly stepping forward, Jeremy exposes his heart to the disorienting revelation.
Beyond security screening checkpoint. Knives, scissors, or cutting instruments of any kind, of any length or description, are prohibited beyond the secure.
Jeremy, thanks for coming back early from your trip. We understand the sensitivity of the situation, and we appreciate your attention in getting back up here as quickly as you could. Our investigators have some information that they thought it was very important for you to see. Are you ready to take a look at that?
Let's do it.
On this day, she just went to your house, spent a couple minutes in there. Not long after that, she exited. On this day, you picked her back up at your place. However, now, she's with another woman.
I know her.
You know that girl?
Yeah, she works with her.
Okay. They went inside. We were able just to get a little bit of what was going on, but they're embracing. Yeah, I don't know what to think when I see that. That's why we had you place the hidden camera inside. Now, Jeremy, on this day, again, she's with this other woman, goes back to your place. This is when you're out of town. Now, this other woman starts to play pool, but it looks like she's getting ready for something. I don't know what kind of pool game that is.
With a girl?
She still thinks you're out of town, right?
Yeah, I didn't tell her anything about coming back.
Okay. Well, that's why we had to do it this way. Because we know that they're together right now.
Right now?
Right now.
Her
and this other woman. They're at your house.
They're at my house?
They are.
Oh, hell no.
Are you ready to go confront her?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Get you over here in the car.
All right. There have been times that I even joked around about it, just joking. We watch a show on TV or something, and, nowadays you see, lesbians on everything just about. And I joke around, but like, why don't you try that out, And I'll sit there and I'll video camera it. And she'd be like, ooh, that's nasty.
Okay, hang on, this could be one of the detectives. It's Joey. Okay, detectives are at the house. I guess she didn't say anything to you about having a party.
No, there's not. No.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's interesting. They've got more people coming to the house. We're on our way. We'll be there in a couple of minutes. Okay.
Look at all these cars.
All right, let's go. Stay next to me. Stay next to me, all right?
Get my back, don't let me fall.
We'll come up here.
Over here.
Well, get these people out of my house! Get out! You! I told you to take care of I didn't tell you to take care of all these in my house.
Busting up in this house. Oh, by the way, how'd you know your cat was gone?
What did you do to my cat, you little?
No! Y'all come
What did you do to my cat? Get these people out of here!
Jeremy, calm down.
I've seen videotape of your
Tammy,
ass. You're in this right here.
you've lied to him about your relationship.
A lied about what?
This girl.
What have I lied about?
What have you lied about?
What
I have not told you. What?
They've got
Also not
videotape
tell-
of you and this little over here doing whatever the hell you
Oh,
want
this
to
is
call
funny?
it.
What have I told you I
And
haven't?
what?
Have I told you I...
Oh, so omission is not a
I
lie.
have not.
You're acting like you don't
I
even
have
get
not.
it.
He knows. What?
He knows?
Jeremy, you are gone
Like, I didn't
every... Look at, you are gone all the time. Aren't you glad I'm not getting some...
So you're saying you ain't cheating?
No, that is not cheating. When you sit here and
What world do you
when
live
you
in?
sit here and tell me you want me and my friend, how is that cheating? You said you wanted me and her.
You are so full of...
Oh, okay, he
So
told
I can go out and
did
stick
he
them
tell
doing
you-
that. That'll
Did
be
he tell
okay.
you that? You done told
Okay.
her that already.
Are you drunk?
No.
You're not drunk.
Do I look drunk?
Coming up, the conclusion.
Okay, he
So
told
I can go out and stick them doing that. That'll
Did
be
he tell you
okay.
that? You done told
Okay.
her that already.
Are you drunk?
No.
You're not drunk.
Do I look drunk?
You damn sure don't look sober. Get
On it.
out.
This is
Get the
not what-
step in.
How long have you
No.
been together? How long have you been together?
No. I'm saying is he
Take
wants
care of
to
your
say
little shit.
he wants to say he doesn't want her when I'm not there.
Hoochie.
Miss,
Want
Hey, where y'all going? Hey!
Where you going?
Tammy, I don't know what you guys talk about in your
Exactly.
relationship.
No,
but
I
what,
wasn't
no,
even
listen.
there.
Okay, he does
told
not
her
deserve.
he wanted
Tammy,
friend.
Tammy, listen.
Get
Tammy,
in the car.
Tammy,
Don't ever
Tammy,
come back.
Come on,
Tammy.
Crystal.
People are not dispensable, Tammy.
Tammy, come on.
But I guess in your world they are. Well, have fun. Now let's get the people out of your house.
Y'all having fun tonight? Everybody having a good time?
Okay, we ready to go, baby. What's up? D-Town, we put it down!
I don't even want to look at the rest of the house, man. Beer cans
You know
everywhere.
what? You have anything valuable?
If she would have, even acted like she was just happy, sorry, but she didn't care at all.
Well, I'm sorry that you had to find out this way.
That makes two of us, Mom.
All right. If we can be of any assistance or if you need anything from us, please let us know. All right?
Appreciate it.
Okay. Thanks again.
Y'all have a good one.
After the confrontation, Jeremy expresses his overwhelming desire to move past the trying events. At the end of the show, Cheaters fills you in on his status. But now, Cheaters revisits Mindy Chaetrall, a sympathetic soul wanting to share the true nature of her unfaithful conduct.
Mindy Chaetrall, age 26. Mindy discloses to Cheaters her unresolved feelings brought about by her confrontation.
When
They first came up on me and Paul in the park, the Cheaters show. It was very shocking, surprising, and then very frustrated, and trying to figure out, very confused, trying to figure out what was going on and what my feelings were inside, and trying to explain things to both Paul and Brittany.
What's going on?
Mindy, Joey Greco with Cheaters. Can you tell Brittany what you're doing with this guy? Whoa, come on, guys.
Security.
Hey, come on.
Who's that?
Yeah, this is Mindy's girlfriend.
You shut up. Shut up. I don't want to hear anything from you. Don't.
You know what's going on. That's her girlfriend.
I felt guilty and bad for different reasons. One, because I led her on. Two, because I should have trusted her enough to, and respected her enough to tell her the truth. And I usually do, and I'm sorry that I didn't. I just didn't want to lose her friendship.
Stop it.
Do you know that she's living with Brittany?
I thought it was a roommate.
Oh, that's what she was telling you? It was her roommate?
She is my roommate, but she's...
Oh.
But she's what?
Oh.
She's 14 months?
Yeah, 14 months, Mindy. What the?
She's my... Oh, she's a lover for the last 14 months. Paul was... I don't think he was really angry at that. It was just the whole incident. It was at the water thing. It was just the whole incident. But he didn't enjoy his clothes getting wet, so...
You need to shut up.
I didn't know anything about this, so you know, hey.
Well, look,
I'm out on a date with my girlfriend.
I can understand.
Sorry. Wait.
Whoa.
Come on.
Hey, come break it up.
Here. Ready? Come on, start you.
Brittany,
Whoa.
are you?
Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah, this on.
No, it ain't okay.
No, calm down. Paul and I are still together, and 6 months after the incident happened, he proposed to me, and we're planning a wedding, and I'm very grateful for the Cheaters show to help me make the decision that I made, and we will be sure that everyone in the show will get an invitation to the wedding.
Relax, sweetie. It's okay.
Out of my face, man.
Baby, my purse, honey. I'm gonna get my purse. Don't.
They deserve each other. They look like they have a great time together. They can have a good time together, but I'm not gonna be around. She's gone. She's out of there tonight.
Doja, wait a minute with the cameras, and I'm telling you again. Back up.
Oh, no.
Better get away from me.
I'm thankful. I appreciate what she did for me, all the help she gave me, the friendship, and I love her to death. I would do anything for her even now, and all I wish is the best for her. And if eventually down the road we can become friends, I would love that, but if not, then I just wish her happiness.
With the confrontation over, Jeremy Rogers now expresses an earnest desire to patch things up with Tammy Taylor. He has changed his mind concerning his hardline stance against reconciliation, stating that they have had too much history together to simply throw it all away. Unfortunately, Jeremy reports that Tammy has been slow to return his phone calls and hopes to use the telecast as a means of reaching out to her. For her part, Tammy Taylor finally responded to Cheaters producers after multiple phone calls. She says that she currently prefers remaining single rather than re-entering a thorny situation with Jeremy. She says that she intends to continue her relationship with Courtney Longshaw, but also maintains that their association is casual in nature. Courtney Longshaw refused numerous overtures at further communication, stating that reality shows of Cheaters' ilk are thinly veiled violations of personal privacy. She says, however, that she'd be willing to sign a waiver allowing the use of her likeness in return for some financial consideration.